Hello, hello. It's been a minute. The last video, the only video I posted on this channel was of a double sketchbook tour about 2 years ago, where I teased this other sketchbook that I was working on at the same time, being like, yeah, I'll totally do a sketchbook tour of that one too. And then I forgot, honestly, and so a long time has passed since finishing this one and since posting. But I still want to do it because I like going through my sketchbooks and I really like watching sketchbook tours, so hopefully this will be enjoyable for y'all. Might be kind of long. This is a big boy and I'm gonna like zoom in and go over everything that's in it because I like to fill up my pages and I like to talk about myself because I'm a narcissist in a way. So welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time. I'm Zuzu and let's get into this. This is the front. I just put stickers on. I didn't do anything really interesting. You can kind of get a hint of some of the stuff that you're gonna see in this sketchbook. But I love stickers, so this is a local artist, Wasteland Pixie. Sticker from her. Yeah. Also, I have not looked at this sketchbook in a while, so it's gonna be like blast from the past for me too. First page, as you can see, this was the summer of Stranger Things. So this season came out. It was also my first time watching it. Aluka, calm down. And here's the date that we have. Let's see, I started in 2022 and didn't end until 2024, which again is like 2 years ago. Whatever. And this is Gwen from Merlin. But yeah. I still like that Steve drawing, honestly. Oh my god. Okay. I'm such a mess when I do sketchbooks. This is crazy. This is just random stuff that I stuck in here. There's going to be a lot of Dean Winchesters in the beginning of the sketchbook. Very supernatural heavy. This, I don't even know. I'm like an edgy middle schooler. That's fine. More Guinevere. And then I was about to take my driver's test. This is Real Relic. This is Heiwa Okumura. Okumura Heiwa is one of my main OCs that I've been drawing since her existence in 2022. This is the first time I ever drew her. She looks kind of different now, but yeah, you'll see more of her throughout the sketchbook. I was drawing a lot of her that year, and I love her. Here's a bunch of crayon drawings. This was a character that is supposed to go with Heiwa that I think I ended up scrapping, to be honest, but it was fun. This is like the ship that she works in. She works in space, and I wanted them all to be like beetle or bug themed. So been a long time since I've done anything with that concept, but it's my friend's OCs. Oh, here we go. This is one of my favorite little goofy drawings of Dean Winchester that I've ever done. It was like a Pinterest outfit, I think. And then we have another Merlin thing here that is kind of scrappy. A bunch of stuff glued in and some more OCs. This is Zuzu himself. I've been drawing him since 2020, 2021-ish. So he's a little bit older now and a bit more refined now, but this, you'll see a lot of him in here as well. This is Riley and Cece. These are also two other designs, other OCs that go in Heiwa's world that have developed since here. But that's my dog. Oh my god. Here we go. Oh my god, so many random doodles and things glued in. I was drawing a lot of Dean Winchester when I was in school. This is, I think, freshman year of college, maybe into sophomore year. Definitely into sophomore year, I think. Another Dean Winchester that I messed up and painted over. Maka Auburn. Foolishness. And then just a bunch of random drawings here. Look, listen, if you saw my last one, you know this is historical. Okay. There we go. This is when I was heavy getting into Bungo Stray Dogs. I think it might have been when I was watching it for the first time. It was freshman year of college, and I absolutely loved it. Atsushi's my favorite character. He's one of my favorite anime characters of all time, and so this is like my first time kind of drawing them. You'll probably also see a lot of him in here. And then another D. Winchester I kind of flubbed up, but he's everywhere, bro. Go. That's my friend's OC again. His name is Soron. Here's an Octagawa I drew. God, my art style's changed a lot since this sketchbook, so it's really wild to look back at this, but it's still cute. This was trying to come up with things for class, like trying to come up with original concepts for things, paintings and such. Here's Riley again, still some of like the first times I ever drew him, so. And this little clown is based off an actual clown that I have. Not him. This is Francis. He's joining us today, and you'll see him again, but I have this little squeaky clown that I drew this character based off of. This is a fun page. Here's Dean and Michael Dean. I love Michael Dean a lot. He's toxic and beautiful. More doodles of that. I want to put him in the nether. Yeah, I think he would love that. Castiel. These are drawings of me from freshman year, a little makeup thing I did. I like this little guy. And then some drawings that my friend did. Fun and cool. This is one of my favorite spreads. I don't really do spreads traditionally because I'm lazy, but I do like to fill out my sketchbook, like I mentioned, so I try to make things sort of match, but it's a bit all over the place. So over here, we've got a lot of song lyrics in here. Twilight's, some little Castiels, he looks so cute here. A little Kevin Tran. These were plans for little supernatural paintings I was gonna do and never did. You'll see a lot of that too. More Kevin. I love Kevin Tran. Some drawings of me that I really liked when I first did them. I do not know who, I think this was just a face off of Tumblr that I kind of half-assed painted. This is my Roblox character, but I don't know why he's back there. Cass's moon. And then up here we have Dean Winchester with baby Jack, being a mother, you know. Oh my goodness, there's so much in here. Little Google Doll album painting practice, a bunch of random drawings of weaponry, also from Pinterest and stuff, and some friend doodles. He's another little clown that I have. Quackity, because I think that he had come out with something when I was drawing these that I watched that was like towards the end of that whole experience. I don't know. Here's another Heiwa that doesn't really look like her, but me as a pony. This is still kind of what my pony Sona looks like. And some tiny Heiwa. These were redraws of old like stuff from middle school, and I don't really like these. But I mean, this is 2 years old now, so oh. This is also a fun one. We've got some Dean and Crowley being toxic over here. My favorite toxic boyfriends, you know. Another Dean. You guys should make a drinking game of counting all the Deans in here. Some Twilight Sparkles. Love her. Was also rewatching My Little Pony, I think. That's a painting idea that I didn't finish. Over here, I think was, Yes, this was October, so this is when people were doing prompts and I only did like 2 or 3 and they're like all on this page. But there's a really ugly Zuzu side profile. Don't like it, but then there's me when I was back when I was blonde. Another Zuzu. Love these. This is the Darkness, also from also from Supernatural. I love her. Stand 10 toes down for her. I will defend her literally all the time. I love her. Wow, okay, 2 completely unfinished things I was gonna paint in here. I am a painter, and every time I would paint my sketchbook, I like never finish it, but this is Riley again. Another little haiiiiiiii, another Riley. These are just doodles. Yeah, and this was a drawing of my room. Oh, was this last prompt I did? Cool. Another haiiiiiiii. Yay. I'm really trying to develop how I draw her in this sketchbook. Bunch of Supernatural stuff. I still really love drawing little doodles of guys like this, and so there's a lot of little guys like that from Supernatural because I was very fixated on it while I was in class and stuff. Whole page of Castiel's because I was practicing drawing his face. I think this one turned out pretty good. And then a little idea that I had for an animatic, which I actually got pretty far in and then never finished. I might post the unfinished part because I do like what I have for it, but I just kind of moved on. Oh god. Another drawing of me. I was doing a lot of self-portraits. I do not like this one. It's, the colors are really nice, but the proportions are really off. I think you can see, but here is Cece again. This was me learning how to draw her, and this is kind of what she ended up looking like. This is one of my favorite drawings I've done of her. That's my friend and roommate in a hat. My other friend and I getting married. I don't know. And here's some little doodles of myself in that particular style, which I draw in a lot. Those are all from college, like in classes. Here's Francis. I think this is when I first got him. This is an unfinished gift for one of my friends of her kittens that I don't even know if I have the supplies still that I used to make this, so who knows if I'll ever go back to that. Dean and Sam. I was watching New Girl for the first time and I love Winston. I was also apparently rewatching Friends because Joey's in here a couple times. I don't know. I like this little drawing of them too. Full drawing of me. This one still holds up. I still like this one. These are all watercolor, I think. Some like shitty watercolors that I had. This is a fun page of nonsense, honestly, but here's a haiiiiiiii and a dress. Some tiny Supernatural meme doodles that I did. You might recognize those pictures these are based off of. A green Dean. And I think up here, yeah, these are some requests I did from my family and friends. So we've got some Stranger Things and some dogs in here. Some Dean Winchesters on the side. I still really like this one. And then a little me. I love this spread as well. We've got Mudbray. He's my favorite Pokemon. Here's me listing some Bare Naked Ladies songs and ranking them, I guess, from the CD that I had. And this Dean Winchester that is one of my favorite drawings in this sketchbook. And one of my other OCs, Sharoon, who I started drawing again in the sketchbook. He's from middle school and I redesigned him. There's a little Steve. Another tiny haiiiiiiii. Inside Job is a great freaking show that Netflix canceled because they hate me and I miss it a lot. I love him and I love Reagan. God. Oh, there's a little Sharoon information. Practicing. Look at that. An art student actually practicing anatomy and stuff. That's kind of crazy. Body parts. I think this is me like venting about being an 18, 19-year-old in school. Oh my god. One of the best drawings I ever did of haiiiiiiii, way back when, especially. Like I think I've drawn her better now, but I love this drawing still. The blush has like yellowed out over time, which is really interesting, but I like finally captured her here. This is a good page. We've also got some Demon Chesters. These are some younger Deans. I made his hair a little lighter and stuff. So he's just a teen, trying his best. Some New Girl side profiles. And then Jess. Very purple. Twilight Sparkle. And it's really good My Little Pony song. haiiiiiiii from class I doodled. We've got, here's Sharoon and his two other friends. They're like a group of, they're a trio of high schoolers who all become friends in senior year, and I think they're cute. This is Branson and Corey. And then here's Sharoon again. And I don't think this was supposed to be anyone specific, but just a fun painting. What are these? This is a little comic thing that I never did anything with. Little Zuzu, a lot better than the last side profile you see of him. This is stuff for class. I still think these are really cute. Little doggies, star doggies. This is Angel, another OC of mine, who you'll see a couple times in here. I honestly haven't done much with him. This was someone else's OC I drew on Instagram for them. Classic artist drawing eyeballs, I swear to God. And here's Angel again with his friend, who I don't think I've ever named to this day. But Angel's a model, and his friend also works in the industry. Oh my god. 3D class I had to take for college, and we had to make a cardboard like structure, so that's literally all this is planning. Oh, tiny little Atsushi. Yeah. Here we go, more Atsushis. A little drawing of him and Dazai Nakagawa. Being cute. Oh my goodness. This is one of my favorite little drawings I did for class too. I made it into something bigger, but honestly the pen drawing is better. A small comic of Angel and his friend that I also never finished, and the markers kind of got messed up when I was doing it, so I don't love how this turned out at all. It exists though. My friend drew that for me. An Atsushi. Oh, my bad. Another page of a bunch of crazy stuff. Me as a pony again. Small Atsushi. And that's a taco from the Adventure Zone. Some little doodles and stuff I did in class and taped in. This is also me. Demon Chester, Marco Kane. A painting I never finished, never will. Jesus. And then more Zuzu stuff when I was actually starting to figure him out again. This stuff is like really old now for his story. But this is like his dog form, except this is not really what it looks like anymore, but the vibe is still there. He's still yellow as hell. Just yellow big dog. Fish. Here we go. This is Francis himself. the man, the myth, the legend. For class, another 3D art class thing, we had to make something out of wire, so here's me planning that. haiiiiiiii in her little business shirt. Demon Chester, this cute little Zuzu, drawings for class, and then tiny Atsushi and Dazai. Is that, yeah. Big Atsushi page that I spent the whole time I was working on this sketchbook doing this, because I just kept painting it over with stuff, and I think it's cute. It still holds up. It's really pretty color-wise, I think. A little bit sad, maybe. I do not remember what this says, bro. Me. Some small Zuzus again. And this was from the Adventure Zone. Oh my god, I forgot her name. Is that her name? But it's from one of the books that came out. I get the comic books, and so I drew her after I read it. This is a good page. This is when I first started watching Trigun. I think that's when Stampede was coming out too. A haiiiiiiii that I think actually does capture her pretty well. Some drawings of her tattoos where I first figured them out. I still use these as reference. And there's Mudsdale, again, favorite Pokemon. And me figuring out her sort of timeline. So here's her as a young nerd. Drafted into a war, what the hell? Yeah, these are not in order, I'm realizing now. But this is her, like, younger. She went to university to be an engineer. War after war. It's a bit confusing. Oh my god, Keith makes an appearance. Voltron fans in the chat. Yeah. I love pasting little doodles from class in here. This was an OC concept I had of a Cupid who's really good at her job, but like accidentally falls in love with the most normal looking guy. And she thinks it's because of like her arrows misfiring or something, but she just likes him. I don't know. I never did anything with it. That one dude from Mungo Stray Dogs, forgot his name, I don't even know. Horses that are badly proportioned. Another little taco and Cece in the corner. Yep. A lot of repetition. Here I was going through and getting rid of stuff in my room, and so I went through like all my old high school papers and cut out the doodles in them that I really liked. So this is art from like 2019 to 2020, I would say. So like old art. There's a lot of Dream SMP in here, which is, you know, kind of inevitable, but whatever. So that was a time. Peridot. A little comic with Riley and haiiiiiiii that I never finished either, but you can read. Just her being sad. More old stuff. Jeez. It's like a blast from the past. This stuff is even older. This is all like freshman year of high school, so 2018, 2020, or sorry, 2019. And then I've got a little bit of Livio and Wolfwood. More planning for class, more haiiiiiiii, and some of the better Zuzu drawings starting to emerge. I love these ones still. This one's my profile picture on a lot of stuff. Might be on here, I don't even remember. But yeah, he's basically a were-dog, like werewolf, but he turns into a dog instead. So that's kind of what this stuff started to develop from. More old art I pasted in here. You can really see an art style shift between these pages because this is like crazy improvement for me, I'd say. But here's a bunch of Trigun. Vasher Stampede is very hard to draw. I've gotten a lot better at it now, but like literally it's been years of me drawing him and he's been difficult to draw the entire time. Ooh, okay. Heiwa. This is from, we went to a convention, and these are washi tapes. These were on the ends. They're really good washi tapes. Wish I knew. Oh yeah, here's the person who made them. Yeah. Old art. This is my dog. This is a very infamous sticker. I have so many of these from sticker packs from my family. I just wanted to draw motorcycles. So I did. And then there's Zuzu. Big Heiwa. And a little one next to each other. This is from a dream I had. I don't. It was like one kid who was surgically engineered to fly, but with like a plane engine, and then one who they actually figured out how to give her wings. I don't know. This Vash is that one. I think it's Lady Gaga thing. This is Rob Thomas and one of the other guys from Matchbox 20. And Mikuo, because everybody was drawing him at that time, so I did too. Little sticky note doodles. More horses. And this was me trying to do some little thumbnails of drawing ideas that I had written down in my notes app for a long time. So I just wanted to actually draw them, even if they weren't any good, you know, just get them out there. Official little Heiwa information sheet. Before I made her reference, though I think I did that strictly digitally. These are from Doodles, because I got these really cute keychains of them at a convention. So these were the backings, and I thought they were so pretty too. Put them in there. A little Sam Winchester right next to a little Poe. Another drawing of Zuzu that I really like with colored pencil. I do not do colored pencil very often, so this is like scary and also impressive, and I get scared every time I use them again. This is him as a kid though. And Heiwa, trying to design Heiwa's mentor that she met in the war. So that's the beginning of him. And then also trying to design some aliens, because her story technically has aliens, and I've always been really bad at designing aliens. So that still carries on, honestly. Did I skip a page? Nope. Little angel doodles from class. Kind of just a bunch of stuff pasted in. Zuzu that I did in charcoal, and he's covering up the Zuzu that I did in crayon, which is fine. Made his chin a little prominent, but I do like crayons, so it's okay. Designing Heiwa's spacesuit. Again, I'm not good at drawing this kind of stuff, so I don't really know why I made her story based on that. And here's some more washi tape. This is like my washi tape collection. I think I was putting them out. Another alien trying to design based off of this little spider. And her in her suit. I think this was when I was like, maybe I could make sticker designs, and so I was drawing out little possible sticker designs. I still like this one. I think I could do it. Some drawings of me. Dean Winchester. And then Sharoon, I really like this side profile. Side profiles are hard, man, and I actually like this one, so gonna like it forever, probably. And him and Corey. Bunch of karapikas for fun. My friend drew Heiwa for me. This is an Avenged Sevenfold song, I think, called Spillways. I think it's Avenged Sevenfold. And it always makes me think of him, so I was inspired. And this is when I'm taking my first ever figure drawing class, so these are just before I had the actual proper paper for class. I was doing small ones in here. Some of them aren't that bad. I still like this one with the scythe, but this is crazy. Like that one too. Oh, that's old. And a little drawing of me, very boring. Puppy, I love her. This drawing of Vash I do really like still. You can see I really love Posca pens, so I use them a lot in my sketchbooks. Another CC, because I started being really obsessed with drawing her. And then there's Corey and Branson again. Little thing of Spillways again with Graviga, which is funny. I made this because we were living in an apartment at the time that had a lot of cockroaches, and I was starting to feel really bad about killing them all the time because I do like bugs, but I mean, it was just sad. But this is charcoal and chalk pastel, that's what that is. Oh, Zuzu. There's that one. Cupid Lady again. I really liked drawing her hair. I honestly want to revisit her. I haven't drawn her in forever. But here we have more Trigun. Still trying to figure out how to draw them. I did his hair pretty well here, but it was like 50-50 whenever I drew him, if it was going to be good or not, like literally. This is my friend's OC. Little Zuzu. I made this one to a digital piece. It's on my Instagram. I really like it. It changed quite a bit, but it's cute. And then another little drawing of haiiiiiiiii's spacesuit. Small drawings of space stuff as well. Just trying to practice that stuff back when I thought I was gonna do anything with it, and I haven't. Scary little werewolf. An alien. This was my JJK OC. Totally forgot their name, but and their power. I don't know. My friends, one of my best friends really loves JJK, and we were all following it along with her. So we made OCs, but I don't remember anything about this OC. Here's a page of CC though. I don't really like this one, but I do still like these ones a lot. I think this one is a picture I use of her often still. She is an alien, by the way. I don't know if you could tell by the pink skin and everything. There's that OC again. They were really fun to draw. This is Lance McLean, fun fact that I drew. Little Zuzu side profile and some bedroom practice. This is from, I think Gotcha Hugs is their Instagram name, one of my favorite artists. And this was from the card that they gave me when I ordered something, I think. Another figure drawing that I kind of liked and just worked around. Pasted a bunch of stuff in. There's my dog. This, yeah, you can tell I got a sticker machine because I started printing out a bunch of little memes. Back into Bungo Stray Dogs Heavy. Here's a beautiful Atsushi, and I got these new glitter pens, bunch of Octagawas that I like. I love his tiny eyebrows, or lack thereof. Miku's and that OC again. God, I wish I remembered their name off the spot, but whatever. haiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiil. Again. These are also JJK OCs. And oh my god, again, an artist practicing figure drawing and anatomy. And also Willem Dafoe is there to help. Here's that OC again. Little JJK guys. And of course, my guys right next to it. Oh, this is fun. A lot of stuff on this page. Me, jump scare. A bunch of little Gone freaks, because I missed him. My little child. Atsushi in the corner. And then this is Heiwa and her mentor that I mentioned. This is pretty much what his design ended up looking like. This is during their war period. And there he is again. And some little Heiwas. Some stuff for class. Again. Still live, so exciting. Here's Heiwa's family. It's a little tragic. Well, kind of just basic, but her older brother dies. And that kind of sets off a lot of the stuff in her life. Little Gone with the beetle backpack. I still want one of those. And some room practice. And then we have some haiku. I don't know, y'all don't know me, but haiku is my top 3, one of my top 3 animes. I love it so much. This was just the beginning of a resurgence of me thinking about it, so I don't know how much more of them will be in here. Oh, not much more. This is almost the end. Little comic I was gonna do with Kilo and Gon about friendship bracelets, which I forgot about. I would love to still do that, but I think these little drawings of them are really cute. So, in graphic design class, I had to design a little logo. This tiger, which is a little creepy, but it's cute for the time. And then that is all of it. Wow. I went through that way faster than I thought I would, honestly. Drawings my friends did of their JJKOCs, and then mine. They're all getting high. Some little extra doodles from my notebooks that I just pasted in at the end here. And then same with this backing part. It's a bunch of random stuff. Yeah, this is one of my favorite pictures. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoyed some of my older art. Maybe I'll do a sketchbook for the one that I'm about to finish, like a tour. We'll see how long that takes me, hopefully not 2 years. Before I go, here's a candy check. It's all the fandoms that you've seen in this sketchbook. I'm very consistent, so yeah, toodles.